Hello, 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 hello.
This is the College Gamers Podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the College Gamers Podcast. We are the podcast that talks about video game news that you can use, abuse, misuse, reuse, sometimes recycle. I am Mike. I am also joined, not physically this time, by my good friend Taft. Hello, Taft.
Hey, Mike.
Hey.
All right. This is weird recording from my own apartment.
But you know what? It's what pros do. So you have your own studio now. Like, just do what I do, refer to it as a studio.
I just need to start getting the foam on the wall and shit like that.
Exactly. And we're also joined by Adam. Hello, Adam.
Hello there, Mike.
How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Just trying to settle in and get everything straight before my job. For those of you who don't know, in fact, none of you should know if you do. I just got hired at, of all the irony, Smoothie King.
He was trying so hard to work at GameStop, be our inside man, but I guess they never talked. I guess they never got back to you. What happens?
So they kept saying they were gonna get back to me or contact me, or if I went in and talked to them. This one guy even said multiple times, "Yeah, I'm gonna call you when my shift's over so we can arrange an interview or something," and he never did.
Oh, that stinks. Oh,
sounds about right.
So yeah, also, if you're wondering why we didn't have a show last week, it's because last Wednesday some asshats broke into my apartment and took all the sound equipment. So we're on new mics, people, and it's beautiful because I was like, screw these guys, I'm gonna upgrade. So I got my dream microphone, which I've wanted since I have got my other one. It's the Audio Technica 2035. I just love this microphone so much. I also got better cables, new mixer. The only sad part is that they took my mixer. I got signed at Nerdtacular, so all the podcasters I look up to signed the back of it, and they took that. And it's really stupid because all the sound equipment they took is intro level cheap shit.
Yeah.
So joke's on them because they're not gonna get a lot for it.
No, they just busted up in there. We're like, oh shit, a ton of recording stuff. This will sound great from my mixtape.
I guess so. I guess so. It's not really good equipment, but it was good enough for podcasting. But
exactly.
They kind of took all that shit. So, and there was a bunch of other stuff. So we've been dealing with that. I couldn't get a microphone in time for a show, so we had to miss the weekends. Funny thing, they left one microphone. You know why?
Why?
Because they were too stupid to get it out the shock mounts.
No.
They took the hand.
They were like,
really?
What was that, Taft?
Damn.
Yeah.
I was gonna say maybe it was just they thought it would take too long.
No, because they screw off. There was another one in the closet they took that was already screwed off. Instead, they tried to take the rubber bands off. They took one of the clamps off that opens it. They even bent the microphone trying to pull it out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dear.
So
they just couldn't unscrew it.
Yeah. Whoever broke in just was not. They didn't have all the bucket of bolts working in their bucket, I guess. So, but you know what? We are back. It doesn't matter. The biggest concern I had was I want to get back to podcasting. So we're here today and we're going to talk about a really depressing game for mid-show today.
Yeah. It was a great game.
It was.
Depressing.
It was different than anything I've played before because it was more art than game.
Definitely, yeah. And I'm not a huge I usually don't play games like that.
Yeah. So, but you know what?
We'll talk about that more mid-show.
Exactly. Y'all are gonna have
Let's get into the news.
Let's do it.
And now for the news.
All right, let's start off with a sad note. Let's just get the depressing news out the way because Battleborn is calling it quits. They're done.
What? No, whoever would have seen that coming.
They're like, screw this game because Battleborn is not getting any more updates. They're
Oh
not
no.
new characters, no balance changes. It's
Wait,
that
they had new characters?
yeah, they added like 1 or 2 characters after the game release.
Oh my
So,
god.
I mean, not that you would care or anyone would care. So, yeah,
Hey, those 10 people that still play care.
that's true. That is true. So Battleborn is no longer getting any more updates. Its last update, like the one they're working on now, will be the final one. However, they're saying the game servers will stay active for the foreseeable future. So all 15 of you who are playing right now can keep playing for a while. Just some highlights. Battleborn released in May of 2016, 3 weeks before Overwatch, before getting its ass pounded by Overwatch. It also went free to play in the beginning of June, so it really didn't last long. But I played it. I liked it.
So you're saying it's a depressing note in the last days of June.
Oh my god. Damn. Spoiler alert. But no. It's just I don't understand why people didn't really like this game. I think it's because Overwatch had a better story behind it. But I really liked Battleborn because I think it had a greater diversity of characters. Like there's like 30 playable characters, and they're all, some of them are similar, don't get me wrong, but they're all kind of unique in their own way. So, but maybe it was just too close to Borderlands. And I think maybe that's why people didn't want to play it. But we kind of talked it to death. I mean, it's already dead, so what you gonna do? All right.
Yeah, fair enough.
Does anyone have any final regards to say about Battleborn?
Not at all.
Goodbye, Battleborn. I wanted to play you at first.
All right, let's move on.
So, on a slightly happier note, we transitioned to Breath of the Wild.
Oh, good. What's Breath of the Wild up to?
Unfortunately, no news from DLC Pack 2. Still just what we got from E3 with that. But what we do get is news about the Champion Amiibos. We get a release date and what they will.
Oh, he glitched out.
I was about to say, did he glitch out?
Did I cut out?
Yeah, you cut out. What are we gonna get?
Where did I cut out?
You were gonna tell us what we were gonna get, and then the NSA decided that we shouldn't know.
How dare you, NSA?
All right.
Stop talking shit about the NSA. They will find us.
All right, so what we are getting is the we get a release date and for the Champion Amiibos and what they will do. Did I cut out that time?
No. So
Yay.
So wait, what's the difference between the Amiibos we have now and Champion Amiibos?
The Champion Amiibos are going to be the newer ones. The ones we have right now for Breath of the Wild, there's about I have them all right here in front of me. I can look at them. There's 5, I believe, unless
Okay.
I'm missing one.
Okay.
So these are just new ones. Each one has its own individual. You can do like the Link Rider one can get you like a traveler's saddle and traveler other thing for a horse, and just like other things, it can drop you like random arrows or random items. But each one has its own unique thing it can do based on what it is.
Okay. So like there's nothing like other than being Champion Amiibos, they're just kind of like the second tier version or something.
Basically, these Amiibos will be they'll correspond to what each of the champion they'll correspond more to each of the champions. So for instance, the
Oh wait, they're talking about
I was like, come on, Mike. Like,
jeez.
I was waiting to see if you could put it together.
Gosh dang, dude. Okay, I get it now. Okay, I thought Champion Amiibos were like the second like tier of Amiibos that were like better than regular.
Oh,
okay.
you didn't know they were about the 4 champions?
No. No. All right. I had a brain fart. Let's all laugh about it. Go ahead.
That was pretty funny.
That's right. That's right. You enjoy this moment. I'll get you.
So yeah, anyway, we're getting those, and they will be coming out November 10th on that Friday. And here's what they do: the Rivali Amiibo will get you a Divine Beast Va Meadow helmet, as well as the chance to drop his Great Eagle Bow, which you normally only get from the Village Elder by completing the quest along with the other weapons from each of the other champions. But there's a chance you'll get it from scanning it. Daruk's will get you the Dania helm. So basically, they just made helms for every single divine beast and their corresponding champion, and each amiibo has the possibility to get you that champion's weapons.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So wait, what? They
That's
they all
pretty
had
cool,
like
yeah.
unique weapons or something?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they each had a unique weapon that if it broke, you could remake it, so it's technically infinite, I guess.
Okay. Cool beans. I'm glad they're
let's
still
see
supporting
They
here.
were
it.
just really hard to remake.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't bother to let them break because just for like in-game collectible things to make it says this is a replica of the weapon, it's not the actual one, so I just like keep it as it is to say, hey, this is the authentic champion's weapon.
Nice.
I broke them all. I didn't really care.
Let's see here. We don't know, just like with the last DLC, ones will actually do anything. Like when the first DLC pack came out, they were mainly collectibles. Like they each did have like an in-game function. Like the Midna helmet gave you Guardian Resist, but I mean that's basically worthless when you have better armor that does that. So we don't know if these helms will actually do something or if they're just more like collectibles.
Yeah.
That I have on this.
Dope. Oh, Adam, you there?
No, did I cut out again?
Maybe, possibly. I don't know. Yeah, wait, what was that last thing you said? I didn't catch it.
Which part?
The last sentence. Control Z that last sentence and repaste it to me.
Tell me the last thing I said because I already forgot.
It's all right. It's all right. So yeah. When does this DLC comes out? When?
The DLC itself is set to come out still around like Christmas or New Year's times, and it's still set to come out with like Link's lobster T-shirt from Wind Waker and new storyline and new dungeon. But other than that, we have no further details or no official release date. We just got that the Champion Amiibos will be coming out November 10th.
Yeah, dude, that lobster shirt was the bomb. We can all accept that, right?
I didn't play Wind Waker, so
No, God, you were missing out on the best. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. When they put the Virtual Boy is their virtual console. When they put Virtual Boy on Switch, Adam's gonna have this huge backlog to play, and the first thing he's gonna play is Wind Waker because it's, in my opinion, now this is controversial, but Wind Waker is the best Zelda game.
See, I disagree. I think it's Ocarina of Time followed by Wind Waker.
It's okay.
Or Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask and Wind Waker kind of flip flop between the second and third spot for me.
It's okay. I get that a lot. People say like Ocarina of Time is the best, but I just preferred Wind Waker. I loved it so much.
It's all right. You're wrong.
Well, moving on to Minecraft, a game that every 12-year-old plays.
What's up?
Said Minecraft, a game that people who can't afford Roblox.
Is Roblox like even that good?
No, it's not.
I'm about to say
it's just good for memes.
No,
it's just good for their Roblox girlfriends.
Exactly. I don't know about y'all, but my Roblox girlfriend loves me.
Yeah, and I don't have one because I have a real one. But so back to Minecraft. The next major update for Minecraft, which this one is freaking huge. I don't know like the actual size of it, but it's actually a really, really big deal. It's out right now, and it allows people on Xbox One, PC, VR, and mobile to all play together.
Really?
Yes, it is cross-play support between all the different platforms. The only one you cannot play it on is PlayStation 2. It's not PlayStation 2, PlayStation 4. It's the update is called Better Together. So they're like, hey, yeah, let's advertise that. Even the Nintendo Switch will be getting it in December.
Dude, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So it
I might
doesn't
have to get
appear
Minecraft
that
now.
I feel like with this we should totally have like a college gamers Minecraft server.
Oh yeah. Or at least we all play Minecraft.
What?
We should just all play Minecraft for an episode.
Yeah, I feel like we should stream that or something like that. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
But it'll, like I said, it'll eventually get to all the other platforms, stuff like that, except for PlayStation, which doesn't seem like it wants to really like hop in. I'm gonna be honest, this episode is kind of me dogging Sony because my other piece of news is also not very good for Sony.
Yeah.
But yeah. So there's like Sony's been really like hesitant to do all this and stuff. And isn't part of this group. But in addition to the crossplay stuff, the update gives all the players access to a ton of player-made items on the marketplace, and add stained glass fireworks, banners, parrots, and many other new items featured in the game. The update also allows players to continue their progress in their realm or in the realm on a different platform, and they can now share invite links to their realms with other players.
That's cool.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So come sometime around December and stuff like that, we'll all be able to play together, which is really awesome.
No, yeah, and
Me and Mike can play together right now. Right now.
no, this is a lot of fun. And okay, we've given Sony trash in the past about not cooperating, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Like I don't know what their deal is. Like Microsoft has publicly reached out and been like, "Hey, we're waiting on like we've extended our hand or what? Given them a pigeon or something? Like what's the peace offering?"
They've extended it olive branch.
Okay, so they're not giving pigeons out. That's good to know.
No, but they are giving out tree branches.
That's true. I don't know which one's better.
Is it an olive tree and olive bush?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's everyone send your emails to collegegamersshow@gmail.com about whether you prefer tree or bush. Make sure to answer it about olive branches, not anything else. Anyway, but this is cool because especially for like Switch has a big young audience like potential. I don't know how many like kids are playing Switches right now. I imagine a lot because of the portability, but that's pretty cool to like play on your computer and you're like, oh, I want to go play on the couch, log out, log back in on the Switch and like play on the couch. That's cool.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, like more games, like that'd be cool if more games had this. Yeah, this is obviously I feel like Minecraft is easier because it's pretty much the same experience across all platforms. Like the UI is the same, controls are probably relatively the same across like a lot of the controllers. So
Plus, I mean, it's Minecraft. I mean, it's not like some company exclusive game. This is something like almost every console or platform has available.
Yeah, like Minecraft has been able to put itself anywhere. What were you gonna say, Taft?
I was just gonna say that this is really just is like a step in the right direction for games in general, though.
Yeah, and
that also makes it stranger why Sony wouldn't jump on this. Because I mean, again, this isn't like one platform exclusive game. This is a universal game. So them not jumping on this is actually really strange.
I think
Sony's got a stick up their butt.
Yeah, I think it's gonna hurt them in the long ends. You know, like in the long term, not long ends. Where long end? Oh God. I imagine that like Microsoft is building these relationships with Nintendo and other platforms, and Sony is isolating itself. And I think in the future that's gonna bite Sony in the ass later. You know. So, but that should be fun. Good on Minecraft. Is the 4K update out yet?
I believe so.
Because like I laughed at the 4K update for Minecraft, but it actually looks really good.
I think it came out with the last one.
I got you. All right,
but I could be wrong. It was either the previous one or it's probably the next one.
I got you. Well, let's move on to Dragon Ball Z Fighter. No, I'm sorry, Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
There you go, Chief.
Z Ball Dragon Fighter. What?
Just stop.
All right. Take over, Adam.
All right. So with this, we get it's already been announced that Android 21, who is I actually didn't know about because I don't think they exist in the series. This is a new female android, which means female androids aren't new because 18 is a female.
Yeah.
We get her, Tien, and Yamcha in the game, and we finally get a trailer for them and a little bit of a look of what they're capable of. And hopefully they'll be good because I can't speak for Android 21, but there are memes about how bad Yamcha is. He's like the disposable guy.
He's the guy with the eye,
really
right? The forehead eye.
No, that's Tien.
Oh wait, who's Yamcha?
He's the guy with the scar across his eye who's like, if he's even there, he's the most useless guy besides maybe like Yajirobe.
He like beat Goku once, and then Goku just like blinks at him now, and he dies.
Basically.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I got you.
So here's a little bit about them. Yamcha looks like he's an aggressive. Of all the irony, he's an aggressive close combat fighter with surprise attacks along with his Wolfang Fist. I don't know how that's going to end up working out again since Yamcha's the pushover.
I hope he starts out with half health.
that would actually be amazing. But Tien, he looks a bit more versatile, no surprise, than Yamcha. He's got more mid-range capability. He can use his signature Tri-Beam and Doden Ray, and he can actually call Chaozu, who's like the guy, to use like a telekinetic stun attack, I guess. So it's like a tag team type thing.
All right.
Oh, cool. Well, he summons the Chow from Sonic the Hedgehog to do things for him. That's what it sounds like.
Nice.
Yeah. I too would like to summon Chows. That would be handy.
Okay, real quick though, don't you think that on a totally different note, because we're talking about Chow now, don't you think that Sony should make a little like Chow garden game?
Dude,
like that would make some free money. That was like they had that in they had a little version of that in Sonic XD.
Yeah, and like I think Sonic Adventures also had that.
It was awesome. They should totally have some more.
No, yeah, because you know how much. When I was younger, you know how much frustration I worked out throwing chows against the wall to make devil chows?
All right.
No? Was that neither of y'all?
I didn't know you could do that.
No, yeah. No, you could make them...
I was always very nice to my chows.
No. You could, if you were extra nice to them, they became Halo chows. And you could bring them up to heaven. But if you I'm serious... Like, if you got some serious abuse into them, they would grow horns and create devil chows. And it was like the third room to unlock.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, just I swear, I'm not an abusive person, but chows, I was young, really had a lot of frustration, teenage angst, that kind of, I guess, like 9-year-old angst whenever that game came out.
Gotcha.
Anyway, sorry to hijack this, Adam. Continue.
That's basically it. Other than that, still no change to Dragon Ball FighterZ, supposedly still coming out early 2018.
Nice.
For Xbox One and PC.
Hey, are you still concerned about the character lineup?
I mean, a little bit, but I mean, they're not going to be able to make their roster like huge, like include every Dragon Ball character.
I gotcha. I was just curious because I know you were talking about like at one point they only had 18 characters or something.
At one point, they only had like 11.
Oh yeah, so that's really small, but it sounds like they've been growing the roster very slowly.
I think they've had the roster from the beginning. They've just been like announcing who's coming out.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. All right, well let's move on to some serious drama has been unfolding over this last week. So y'all familiar with Fortnite?
No.
Only recently.
Only recently. Well, Fortnite is this. It originally looked like some like wave defense game. It was created by Epic Games. And for my original experience with it is that you have these waves of zombies coming, and you're building this like huge intricate base, and then defending this wave, set traps, you unlock loot, that kind of thing. It's very cartoony. It's less serious, more kind of like lighthearted. Well, that's kind of what Fortnite is. Well, recently Fortnite released a Fortnite Battle Royale, which is a lot like PUBG. They even said in the official release that they loved PUBG so much they wanted to make their own Battle Royale, and that really kind of upset Bluehole, which is they're the company behind the developers behind PUBG, and they seem to be concerned. First of all, they're concerned that Fortnite is quote maybe replacing the experience for which PUBG is known. And they've also said they're considering taking further actions. Some people are maybe thinking like lawsuit or other I don't know. No speculation here. Yeah. So I'm confused why Bluehole is upset. So they actually had there was a great interview on PC Gamer with one of the lead executives of the PUBG development team, and they're concerned because right now they have a really close relationship with Epic Games, the developers of Fortnite, because PUBG is developed in the Unreal Engine, which is developed by Epic Games. And so they pay, first of all, they pay a lot of money to Epic Games and royalties for using their engine. Also, they're kind of concerned because Epic Games, they've been working closely with Epic Games to, first of all, like improve the engine for Battle Royale type games, especially handling 100 people in one round, which can be kind of demanding server side and for like optimization. And they're concerned that I think they never really came out with what like a clear point of what they're upset about. I think they're upset about like Epic Games using PUBG without their knowledge to promote their own battle royale. Also, I think what was that, Taft?
I said, okay, that makes sense. I was trying to figure out where you were going with that, but that makes sense.
Yeah. I think they're also concerned that, so PUBG's an indie game. It's a very successful one. And they said that they're the most successful indie game this year using the Unreal Engine. And they have concerns that they're becoming so popular that Epic Games is kind of taking advantage of them and like using their engine. I think they're also concerned about, because Epic Games owns the Unreal Engine, that they're going to make internal changes for themselves to make their games run better than than PUBG. I'm not really sure. Personally, I'm still unclear what Bluehole is upset about. But it's been some drama going on this whole this past week. There's been some back and forth. I think mostly Bluehole's been kind of like spouting and waiting for Epic Games to return their love letters or whatever. But yeah, I think they're concerned about Fortnite maybe taking over. I think they might feel threatened because they are very large. They're a large game. They now own the record for most concurrent players of any game on Steam.
Yep.
They're breaking record. Stupid records are being broken here. Also, you could credit them with possibly making the battle royale genre popular. So there are copycats coming out. Like GTA had their own version of it, and they weren't upset about GTA's version, And
what
so,
I think it is.
Say what?
I think it might. What I think it is. I think it might be the fact that we're working with Epic Games to like improve the engine and stuff like that they use.
Yeah.
So Epic Games could then come in and take all the hard work and like bugs and all the problems that PUBG's had to go through and make a game that doesn't have those problems.
Yeah.
So they automatically are viewed as better because they didn't come out with those problems. They just came out like, hey, here's a flawless game from the beginning.
I gotcha. Yeah, I guess that's it. I think they're concerned about that closeness with them, that they might be taking advantage of them. That's very possible.
That and the fact that Epic Games probably has a significantly larger budget.
Yeah.
I'm starting to be able to hear myself on your end.
No, I gotcha. I'm trying to fix it while you're talking.
All right. Yeah, so I think that they're like significantly larger budget. Also, the fact that it's almost like Bluehole is kind of funding that game, considering they pay for the Epic. They pay Epic for the Unreal Engine.
No, yeah, like they give them a lot of money for like how much they're making. So I don't know. Like I think they're concerned about like you said, they're kind of like paying them to improve their engine. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's definitely how close they are.
Yeah. No. I agree. Let's move on to what are you talking about, Taft? Oh, Fortnite.
We're talking about Fortnite.
What?
That's what I said until recently.
Look at that. All right. Well, you know what? You talk about this. I'm gonna see if I can't fix this audio bug while you're talking.
Yeah, let's do that. All right. So recently, it was discovered that Epic's sandbox game Fortnite, which we've just talked about, allowed crossplay between Xbox One and PlayStation 4.
Really?
Yes, but this feature was swiftly disabled with a swiftness, real quick. And Epic says that it was just a configuration issue, which I don't personally believe. I think they were maybe trying to test some stuff out, maybe test the waters, maybe try to push Sony in that direction. But like Sony, as far as from everything I read, it seems like Sony was the one that was pushing for them to like disable it. And I say that because, of course, when something like this happens, you're going to ask the CEO or the head of the companies and stuff like that. And so people tweeted at Phil Spencer for like what he thought about the situation. And as we know, he's openly called out Sony for not wanting to do crossplay with the Xbox One. And he tweeted back at a fan and said that I would have liked to see them keep it.
Damn. Some shade.
Yeah, so straight up. So Microsoft has never really shied away from the idea of crossplay between all the consoles and stuff like that. Like with Rocket League, they have it set up between the Xbox, Switch, and PC. And in March of 2016, this is how long ago that was, where they publicly announced that it was trying to open to that Xbox Live was going to start dealing with other gaming networks, and that they were going to try and get PlayStation Network on there. But Microsoft's Dave McCarthy at E3 told an interviewer that the company has been in discussions with Sony about crossplay, but Sony is not quite there yet, is how he phrased it. And then he also said, "My hope is that they join the party as well, because I think it's an amazing thing to do for the gamers."
I agree. It is an amazing thing to do for gamers.
Yeah, it's like it's the best thing to do. Like, combine, if you can do it, why not do it?
No, yeah.
Like and I think it's a good thing for like them in general, because like it makes them more competitive, because it makes them more competitive because say your friend has an Xbox but you have a PlayStation and like your PlayStation better because it has better graphics.
Yeah.
You're going to get the PlayStation. Or if say I don't have a console but you have an Xbox and I want to play with you, but I can play with you on any system, I'm going to go for the system that has the better running or the better graphics, things like that. Which Sony does have incredibly good graphics, and that's a huge selling point on games like Call of Duty and stuff like that, because they're already capped at frames per second and stuff. So why not?
Yeah, no, I think I'm completely 100% behind exclusives not pushing console sales. I think performance should push conference, like or what your friends play, but if it's all cross-platform.
I'm not even saying necessarily exclusives.
Yeah.
Like, exclusives will still be a thing if they do cross-play.
Yeah, that's true. But
what were you going to say, Adam?
No, go ahead, Adam, yeah.
I wasn't saying
Oh, it sounded like you were going to say something. My bad.
that was incorrect.
Is there anything you would like to say now that you have the stage?
Not particularly.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
I just find this whole thing very strange and a little weird to try and follow.
I don't know. I guess what would be the equivalent is like, I guess Wii U not cross-platforming with the Switch. I don't know. But getting back to the main topic is cross-play is a dream. It's a dream. It's the holy land of gaming. Yeah. Being able to play with anyone no matter what. But, if Sony's going to be sassy about it, then...
Picture this, Adam, to like listen to perspective with you and stuff for you.
I get it. I just find it strange why Sony's just not open to it. Like if you can combine like one online gaming network, why would you not do it?
Because I think it's because they're scared.
Why?
I think that they think that if they do that, Xbox will start to outsell them.
How you just said that like PlayStation performs better in graphics, which is a big pusher for console sales.
But it's
Exactly.
possible they're.
But Xbox runs better.
Okay.
I could see
Xbox, especially the new one.
Yeah, the Xbox, like the Xbox One X or the X, if you're like a dummy and you want to
I
pronounce
will
that.
always call it the Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Yeah.
Long live Scorpio. But it is a better console from everything we've seen. Now we haven't gotten our hands on it yet. That's an important
That's
detail.
true.
We should
True.
keep in mind. But if Sony's worried that cross-platform is going to bite them in the butt, make a better console. That's kind of my fix for it.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
I agree.
Y'all want to talk about the last day?
Yeah, let's talk about the feels, man.
Let's do
All
it.
the feels.
Put your quarter up.
Help, it's happening.
All right, guys, it's happening. So we all got together and we decided we're all gonna play last day. Was it last days of June or last day of June? I think it's last day of June. Last day of June.
I think it might be days.
It's a day.
No, it's day.
All right, I'm gonna pull up Steam right here real quick. But all right.
It's day because your wife's name is June.
Oh my wait, is that true?
Yes.
No, fuck, you're lying to me. Is it?
Your wife's name is June.
Oh, I thought she. All right, all right. By the way, this is all gonna be spoilers. So everyone, if you,
Yeah.
I was about to say what.
How about
we
this?
are-
How about this?
all right,
We give like a very general overview of what the game is. That's spoiler free for about 5-10 minutes,
okay,
and then we can, for people who are like interested in the game or want to hear about the game, we can kind of like plug the game a little bit
okay.
without spoiling anything, and then we can go on to the spoilers.
All right. Well, do you have any volunteers on summing up the game or your thoughts on it?
I can do it.
All right, go ahead, Taff. Go ahead.
So, the game is a really beautiful, like really, really beautiful, and like honestly, like the story is incredibly compelling. This little indie game, it takes about 2 hours to play. That's about how long it took me. It's got puzzles. It's got honestly, the story is really rich.
No, it is. Yeah.
I don't play games like this. Like these games aren't my go-to. But I'm so glad that I was able to play this game.
No, it was incredible. I would argue this game it's less game, more art, because there is no groundbreaking mechanics. There's nothing like all the game mechanics. They're what we've seen before, but it's really the art and the story that draws you in. And
Exactly.
They do a good job drawing you in as a player, but without any there is no dialogue. There's a bunch of like almost like weird anime sounds, like voices, but there are no words in this
It sounds kind of like almost like they're muffled.
yeah,
Like they don't have a mouth.
exactly.
I mean, they don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's the art medium, and it's really incredible how much emotion they still portray without giving us dialogue, without giving us like very specific facial features. It's all done through hands and like body movement, which is like
All right, real quick, can we talk about the fact that they didn't have any eyes?
yeah. How long did that take y'all to get used to?
I don't really think I think I got used to it for a while, and then I saw the dog, and the dog didn't have eyes,
No,
and that got me again.
there was no eyes. People didn't have
Not a
eyes.
single eye in that entire game.
People didn't have eyes. The dog didn't have eyes. The bird didn't have eyes. Even shit. There is a no. Wait, never mind. Okay, there was that pumpkin sculpture thing outside. It didn't have eyes, but that's because it was a pumpkin. Yeah. No, that was. But I really enjoyed it. Like by the end of the game, I thought it was very clever
Yeah, I really liked it a lot.
because it gave us facial features to look at, but like they didn't portray anything. They were very neutral. So I thought it was really cool. So all right, general summary of like the story. You know, you go up on this. How much story you want to give away? Because like
I feel like okay, like let's say we're done. Like with the non-spoilers, let's talk about this as much as we want. Like nothing's off limits.
Yeah. Okay. So your wife dies. I guess that's a starter. No, wait. Okay, before we do anything else, I have a clip that pretty much like sums up how I felt about the game. This kind of like sums up like what I was thinking the entire game. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready for this?
Sure.
Let's
All
do
right,
it.
there.
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Right?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Because she gives you a present at the beginning of
Okay.
the game. You
Okay. Like just so like we all let's go over this like a general overview of the story real quick. That way people know what we're talking about.
all right.
So you start off. It's you and your who you assume is your wife and stuff like that. Go like you're sitting on a dock. She starts to get cold. You go up to the car. You come back down. Blah, blah, and then it starts to rain. But you give her blanket that you got from the car,
Yeah.
and she gives you a present. And it starts to rain, so you run back to the car.
Okay,
On
wait.
the way home.
Okay, yeah, keep going.
Yeah?
Keep going. Never mind. I'll
On the
ask
way-
you later.
On the way home, it's raining really bad, and you crash your car. It doesn't really show this or anything like that. It just shows you shows your guy sleeping in a chair, wakes up screaming because he's dreaming of the car crash.
Yeah.
You find out that June, who's your wife, which you never really find out. I found out just because I was looking up some stuff about the game.
Mm.
You find out that she died in the car accident, and your character is paralyzed from the waist down.
Okay.
And so the whole game is kind of honestly like him trying to like learn to cope with it, I guess.
Yeah.
But the way he does that is he goes back in time through the paintings that June painted because June's a painter, and goes through those paintings of the people in the neighborhood to see what they were doing that day and possibly save her that day.
No, it was like the world was almost out to get her because when you corrected one thing, like the boy running into the road, then the rocks would
boxes
fall.
fell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you go through, you save her 4 or 5 times, and you finally get to the end, and there's no people interaction between like her dying or anything like that. There's no reason for the car to crash except for you're driving and leaves get in the window, and as you're trying to clear them out, lightning strikes, scares you, and you crash the car.
Yes.
Same result.
So like the thought is that it was inevitable. Like there was no way you could stop it.
Exactly. Yeah. And like even as you're like doing it, for me, I had like my achievements and stuff popping up.
Yeah.
And someone was like, some things just can't be changed.
Yeah. No, those
And they were just,
achievements were heart pluckers.
Yeah, they were getting to me. And then in the end, your character just finally realizes that the only way he can save her is to give up his own life. So he goes back in time through the painting of the dock and stuff like that. And actually, let me restart this real quick. There's one other thing I missed. That he goes back in time to try to stop her or he can go back in time and try to stop her from grabbing the painting that decides that she wants to go to the lake that day. Well, your character ends up grabbing it and deciding that y'all want to go to the lake that day, and then she still ends up dying. But then he decides that the only way he can save her is if he is the one that dies. So she's riding the passenger seat, and that's the person who's going to die. So you do that, but while you're going back in time, you're able to look inside the box, and you find out that June was pregnant, and it's really heartbreaking. Your character dies.
That hurt. I was like,
Your character dies. The car crashes, and then it fast forwards a couple years to the end, and June is sitting on the dock drawing that y'all were on at the beginning of the game, and their son walks up. And here's where I don't know if the game does this every time. But for me, when I was walking up to the car, I realized I could pick her a yellow or purple flower and give it to her. So I picked the purple flower, gave it to her, and got achievements on flower for her hair and stuff like that. And then at the end, when your son walks up to her on the dock at the end, he gives her the same purple flower.
Yeah, okay, I got that same thing. I was gonna ask you if you got the flower or not.
I did get the flower. Did either of y'all not get the flower?
I actually got both.
I mean, I gave her both, but I gave one back. She can only have one at a time.
You just throw it on the ground, stomp on it. No. Okay. Something I'm curious about. Do you think this is gonna be real, like, you know, like out there shit? Do you think he was dead the whole time, and maybe this was him coming to? No. Okay, I was just curious, like, cause like this whole like going through memories, like from what I got was that. So, like, you know, as you go between portraits, you go out there and you have to get a portrait. And as you walk through town, you experience these different memories of them together. And one of them is, you know, she's pregnant at one point, but then there's crying afterwards, and then she starts painting. So it looks, so from what I got, from what I understand was, she was pregnant at one point, something happens, and like, either they lost the baby one way or the other. And then she was grieving.
That was just like they had a miscarriage or something, because like she goes fully to term in memory. Yeah, as you can see, like she's got the full baby going. Yeah, so like full baby bump. Yeah, but then she's depressed, and then he gives her a paintbrush, and she starts painting, and that's what the paintings are. And so I guess the success was, you know, like she became pregnant again. They actually had a kid that time. Yeah. So like, the art of this game was like, this was not like an action pack game. This really was nothing like I've played before. This is really outside my usual genre of play. Yeah, I honestly wasn't expecting, like, I honestly, I was kind of like, I don't know if I really want to play this game. I'm going to, because like that's what we're doing. Yeah. But this doesn't seem like my style of game. I don't know if I'm really going to enjoy it too much.
Yeah, no, it was,
and I really thoroughly did.
Oh yeah, like this, like I don't, like if I want to play more games like this, I don't really know how, because it was so unique. Like, how do I go out and play other artful games? You know, because like usually I'm into like combat fighting. You know, like I like role play games, but this was like strictly feels. So it was almost like, so at the end. Did either of y'all get all the memories?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I got a lot, but I didn't get them all.
I didn't feel like going through and unlocking like everything, because what you had to do was, when you went through one person's memory, you affected that world for other people, you know? Yeah. So like the kid could go around and knock over the flower pots, but it was kind of a pain in the butt. Because that little transition between characters, you still have to go through a cutscene. Yeah, like they made it easier to do that by making the cutscene shorter than the first time. You know, the first time you got the full story. The second time you went to a character, like it was much easier to end the day, and then to start the day was also quicker because you could cut, you know, the cutscene when it go all the way through. But
yeah, it was really I really appreciate the fact that you could say, like, for the guy with the gun, that you could, if you walked up to the tree that like ended the day, basically, or like the tree that would lead it down to the cliff, it would just automatically end the day. It's like, because there's no way you're coming back from that.
Yeah, like it would instead of going through like 4 of the trees, it might let you do that. Okay, did either of y'all get stuck with that stupid bird in the 4 trees, and it just like flying back and forth?
I got it pretty quick, honestly. Like I thought it was gonna take me forever. I think I just got lucky.
Okay, it took me a little bit. I think I just started going around in circles, and I kind of just I eventually got it, because I was like, okay, I'm kind of going in circles here. I need to figure something out. So I kind of sat down and studied how it flew. What were you gonna say?
Did either of y'all miss the that's like the second thing, of rope that was in the like ruins on the hill?
No, I found it and was like, oh, that's gonna come in handy, because I hate that stupid kid.
Yeah, no, that kid was a brat.
He was. He was easily my least favorite character. He was annoying. But speaking of
Like,
least
a grown
favorite,
up walked up to ask to borrow some freaking what's it called to borrow some rope, and he's like, "No, you're not gonna take it from me. No."
yeah,
No, I'm
they'll
flying my kite.
that little piece of shit, dude. I swear, he was okay. Any of y'all have a favorite person, like other than the main guy and the wife?
I really thought that there was gonna be more behind the blonde chick who was moving.
Yeah, I think her whole thing was that she had like some love affair with him, or like she.
I don't think she had an affair, but I think she was in love with him.
Yeah, like it wasn't like an actual affair, but she had some sort of feelings.
Oh, she definitely did. Because one of the memories is her and him in like when they're kids in school, and she's just sitting there like lovingly looking at him, which is really, really, like, now that I think about it, is ridiculous that I can tell that, considering she has no eyes. But 100% can tell that she is just looking at him like he is just an Adonis.
Yeah, no, it was rather strange that she did that, but it was I enjoyed her character. I think my favorite character was either the old man, because he seemed like a sweetheart, and or the shooter guy. I feel like the shooter guy's story was a little shallow, because I think his deal was that his father was some big game hunter, and that was just kind of his thing. He was also a dick because he doesn't play with children.
I don't know if he was a big game hunter or like a military man, because he had all those medals.
That's true, but maybe he got those and like became a hunter afterwards or something. But he did have like a military uniform, especially in like
Fair enough.
his portrait. You know, he did seem like an army guy. He was a big deal. Like, obviously, he had money. They had the biggest house in the town of 5 people. If you call it a village, I don't know what do you call something that has a population of 5?
A neighborhood,
I guess so.
a cul-de-sac.
I guess so. So yeah, it was. Adam, you've been rather quiet. Did you like this game?
Okay, so I'm completely honest. Not for lack of trying, I was not able to finish the game.
Oh wait, really? So did you just? What held you back? Honestly, like, your schedule was packed. I understand that, but was there like a game mechanic where you're like, I just don't want to play this anymore?
Yeah, 2 game mechanics got me, in combination with me having to get ready to be hired for my job starting Tuesday. I had to fill out like a bunch of paperwork and like get a bunch of things ready, like uniform. So 2 game mechanics got me. One, when you exit the game, like, it saves, but it saves at a point like farther back. Like when you're in the middle of a character's story, like I was in the middle of the blonde chick's story, it takes you back to when the guy is still sitting in the chair, and then he goes to find the portrait of her, and then you live through her memories. That got me, because that save point went back to a while. And another thing that got me was when you're carrying the box as her and you're trying to take it to the car. One of the things you have to do is you put it on the gate so it'll lift the gate, because you can't lift the gate on your own. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that one took me a minute.
So
I try to do that, but it would miss every time. It would put the box on the ground instead. So I'd go to try and pick it back up, but I was trying to, like, I guess like the way I was standing, I guess it would try to lift the gate, but you can't do that without the box. So what would happen is the box would be in my path, and she would just keep on walking, and there was no mechanic in the game to either make her stop walking or go around. So I would just be stuck, like, walking in place, and the only thing I could do was exit out of the game, which took me all the way back to that other save point of the guy in the chair, and it would do that a couple times. I just couldn't get past it.
I will say, like, if you want to go back and try and beat the game and stuff like that, the gate will be like, there's a box shape highlighted when you can put it in the gate.
Oh yeah, is it on the gate? It was also on the truck, right?
Also, make sure. Are you trying to put which gate are you trying to put it in?
It was that red and white striped one.
I know there's 2 of those. Is it the one behind the gate, or behind the truck, or to the left of the truck?
It was the one that was, I think, opposite of the road to the truck.
What? No. Was it behind the truck or to the left of the truck? I mean, that's the only 2 places.
I guess behind.
That's why that's not the right gate.
Oh yeah, there was another one. If you're facing the truck,
there's that one you physically can't get to, what you have to do is you have to shoot the tree as the gun guy, and some apples fall into it to lift it.
I didn't know there was a second gate. I didn't see a second one.
No, I
Yeah, there's
gotcha.
one right by your the main character's house. That's literally like walk up to the truck a little bit, and it's gonna be to the left.
Okay, also, something really annoying about that whole scenario is that she slips on leaves.
Yeah,
Repeatedly.
That was stupid.
With 100% consistency, step on a leaf, slip, freak out, don't go that direction. That was a little funny. And frustrating, but funny.
Yeah.
First time it happened, I thought it was a little like, haha, funny, like one-time thing. And then it did it again. I was like, what the crap?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that's funny. The leaves scare you. But no, yeah, you're just terrified of leaves.
Real quick though, did it just like kill everybody else when you're sitting there? Or Mike, did it kill you when you went to the, like, when at the end of the game when you finally switch places with her and stuff like that, and it just keeps saying like push this button to tell her?
Yes.
And your character just couldn't bring himself to tell her.
Bothered me so much, but it just, I was like, it's not gonna let me. And like at the end, like he kisses her, and I was like, oh my god,
Yep.
like some closure.
I pushed it as often as I could.
Like some closure. That was important to me, but I was like, I almost didn't want to tell her, or something, because like, I don't know.
I feel like if you could have brought yourself to tell her something like that, y'all could have stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I still feel like there's a way it could have been avoided, but I know the whole point of the game is that like just some things can't be avoided.
Yeah, or I felt like, just drive slower. If you drive and you know what's about to happen, just like get in the car and it's storming. Better just drive really slow so I don't accidentally crash and die. Yeah. Okay. All right, but it's easy to be like, oh, well, just don't do this. But going back to the game, it was very heart-wrenching, like the way they handled it, because the game it's about the loss of a loved one, and like it kind of accepting the fate of that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, like I said, I think the whole thing is honestly like him coping with it for the most part.
Yeah.
And then like at the end, it's really heart-wrenching when like he realizes he can't do it, so he starts breaking all the paintings, and like the prompt for it isn't break the painting, it's forget.
Yes, that was very heart-wrenching. Like that was
like this whole game, like this game, like really, like it was a great game.
Yeah,
but it was really, really, like really depressing.
It was not a positive. It is not something you play on a Saturday afternoon to like feel good about yourself. It's also a short play. Like how many hours did it take y'all to finish it, or Taft?
It only took me 2.
It only took you 2? I have.
Hi guys,
maybe
I'm sorry.
You had one job out of one.
It's not that I didn't try.
Yeah, no. Real life, I guess it's more important. But
You could have done walkthroughs.
Yeah, it took me 4 hours to finish this game. I don't know why it took me so long. Maybe because I like to explore and I kind of wanted to find like every nook and cranny of the game without.
See, like I was 100%. I was like, I need to just find out the story. Just tell me the story.
And the story is really all that's there. There's not too much extra stuff to go and do, but it's because it's a very sharpened knife for one deal.
It's a very small game, but it really was like I can't stress enough just how beautiful it was.
It was a very gorgeous game. It was a very powerful story, and like it, I don't know. It was completely different than anything I've played before. Just to really sum it up. Yeah, it was a short play, but very powerful. Did y'all want to do like a number system?
I was just thinking that. Yeah, I feel like we should. I feel like that's fair.
What do you think? 1 out of, I don't know. Let's give it. You know what? We are the College Gamers podcast. Let's give it a grade. What would you grade it?
All right. I'm gonna give it an A-.
An A. Are we doing plus minus systems?
Yes, just solely for the fact that it makes me feel a little bit better.
All right, I gotcha. All right, why the A-? You want to explain yourself a bit?
Yeah. The art was gorgeous and stuff. The story was incredibly compelling, and I think it did a lot right with the environment. But one, I don't think the puzzles were too incredibly difficult for a puzzle game. I get that the story was the main point of it,
Yeah.
but it's still a video game and stuff, you know. But so that's a critique I have, but I also don't think that it was long enough.
No. But
I wish that there was more to it.
that's true. I agree with that. You know, I think being longer is a double-edged sword, though. If it was longer, they might have to dilute the story a bit.
Yeah, I agree.
You know? So I'd say I'd give it an
It
A.
might have been okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry, no. Yeah, you want to finish? Do you have anything else?
No, I was just gonna, like, on that point and stuff like that, it diluting the story. I think another way that they could have made it longer was being able to go into the other memories.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
something like that, you know?
Like explore other characters.
Yeah, like when you walk up to a memory as a character, like as another character, you
Mm.
can kind of play through it, or even have like a video instead of just a picture.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that could have done some really awesome like backstory with that, and I think that honestly would have made me want to find the memories more.
Mm-hmm. There really
Like,
was
you
no compelling reason to get them.
Yeah, like you don't need to find them to complete the game, but it does add an extra layer to the game if you find them.
Yeah. Also, a memory within the memory is some serious Inception shit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree with you. We need a better reason to get memories. But they did give some backstory. They gave a small backstory to the characters. Like that's kind of how you know the gun guy is a hunter, because like those are his memories. Or I guess that's also the reason why you know the girl across the street loved the main dude because of the memories. Was that right?
Yeah.
Like I didn't get her memories, so I wouldn't know. So I'll grade it.
It's actually the one I found the most of.
Oh really? I
Yeah.
finished the old man's because his was all like in one area.
I didn't find a single one of the old mans.
Oh no, his deal was that he loved his wife and his wife died, and like those potted plants that the kid knocks over, him and his wife planted all those.
That piece of shit kid.
I know, just another reason to hate that piece of crap little punk. But I'll give it an A as well. For art, the art was very compelling. The story was absolutely incredible. I loved that story, and I love a good sad story. Like that was just that whole tell her scene was just like, I don't cry. Video games like don't really make me cry, but that scene almost like that. I watered up a little bit, just a little bit. It was very compelling. The mechanics were nothing new. So, you know, but like you don't play this game for mechanics. You don't play this for the puzzles. You play it for the story. So I think the story is a strong compeller, or is the primary reason why it deserves an A. Also, the art. The art was very unique. The eye thing. It's not an A plus because of the eye thing. But I really
That's
liked
fair.
it. Yeah. Adam, for the amount you played, what do you rate it?
I don't know that I'd be able to, just because I only got to the amount I played.
I mean, you got what, halfway there? If you got to her, that means you got maybe a little less than half, maybe a third, because you finished a little kid, you finished a piece of shit kid, and you got to her and she was moving out. So, Blake, just the amount you played, what do you give it, like a B, A?
See, I don't know if I'd be able to do that fairly, because I just got so frustrated with the mechanic that literally had me going in circles in the game. You can't go on, your character gets stuck, you gotta restart.
No,
Oh, back here. Oh, get stuck in the same thing again. So I wouldn't be able to give it a fair one.
Okay. No, yeah, I got you. That's fair.
Because it does deserve a fair grade. It really does.
That's okay, Adam. You are protecting our journalistic integrity, so good on you. So it sounds like what, a good average of an A, makes sense. A minus. So that it was a good game.
It's an A half minus.
Yeah. So all right, boys. Would you play it again?
Probably not, just because I know the story.
Yeah,
But
like
I would consider playing through it again, just so I could get all the memories. Maybe.
yeah, like I think discovering the
Not a
story as
definite no, but
what was that?
I was saying not a definite no, but probably not.
Yeah, replayability is a little weak, but that's because like discovering the story as you go is the real reason to play. You
And
know,
it's not a very forgettable story.
oh no, it's not. You know exactly what you're gonna get when you go in there the second time. So I was curious.
Exactly.
This has been an extended edition of What Are We Playing? So let's just move into that. It's pretty seamless.
What games are we playing?
All right. I'm gonna make it quick because I really only played one other thing. Other than some more PUBG this week, which I have somehow accumulated 70 hours in. I don't know where all that time came from. It just kind of happens. But I also picked up Dishonored: Death of the Outsider, the new DLC for Dishonored 2, and I'm loving it. It's good. It stays true to Dishonored. I do understand that they had new writers for this, and it's a DLC quality Dishonored. So you get Dishonored. It's that same experience, but it isn't quite there. Like in Dishonored, when I come across an obstacle, I expect to have multiple ways. But I find that in Death of the Outsider, it's a bit more, like there are some parts that are a bit more linear than I would like. And like that's okay. But like the story I think is great. I've almost finished it. I think I'm on the final mission. And it really explores the outsider and like what happened to him. Like why is he the way he is today? You know, those kind of things. It's really good. If you like Dishonored, you're not gonna be disappointed, and I seriously recommend it. The mechanics are really cool. Like the thing with Dishonored is when you're given new characters, they kind of all have the same mechanics. Like everyone can teleport. Everyone has like a ranged stealth, like a ranged killing, a ranged knockout. After that, things start to separate up. Like you play what's her name? Billy. Yeah, you remember Taff? Did you play Dishonored 2? You didn't, right?
I did not.
No, you really need to. I think you would like it. But Billy she's the girl that pilots the Dreadful Whale. She kind of disappears halfway through Dishonored 2. I found out she was an assassin because of posters in the game, but then you later in this DLC find out who she actually is. And I think later in Dishonored 2 you might as well. But she's more interesting because she has some really cool powers, like semblance. You can take the appearance of someone who's unconscious, which makes some situations really easy. Because I need to get out, I just knock someone out, take over their like use semblance, and just walk out of there, and no one knows anything, and it makes escape much easier. Also, Foresight is an ability that freezes time, and you kind of go into God mode, and you can highlight people and like figure out where everyone is. That's a little overpowered, but I love it. I love it so much.
Sounds like it.
No, yeah. And then her teleport ability is a bit different. So for Corvo and Emily, it was really just like a point and click to teleport. But with Displace, which is her teleportation ability, you place a marker, and then you can kind of move around, and as long as you keep line of sight with that marker, you can still teleport it. You know, as long as also you're in range. So what you can do is you can actually displace. If someone's on that marker, they will explode. And so that makes for some crazy kills. So it kind of does like, it does damage to you, but it also blows them up. It's kind of a crazy ability. So unlike Dishonored 2, where I always felt that Corvo was more stealth based and Emily was more kill based for like a high chaos build, I feel like they did a good job putting Billy in the center. You know, she also has some abilities that are more dangerous. They added some new tools like a hook mine. So you have I forget what it's called. It's like the shredder or like the stinger mine or something, where if someone walks over it, it just unleashes these chains and like cuts them into pieces. The hook mine is a non-lethal version of that. It also has a lethal version, but you throw it up on the wall, it hooks someone and pulls them up, and they hang unconscious. So it's pretty, yeah, it's a pretty dank tool. I love it so much. But yeah, they add some new stuff. The story's good. I guess when I finish it next week, I can talk more about it and kind of go in depth about the story and how it concluded. They do a good job. They really explore the void in this, how it interacts with like the regular world. It's less about how dark and gritty I guess the human world is. It's more about how the void is mysterious and how they worship it and how it affects the world as we know it. And it's interesting because you're kind of getting glimpses of what the void is without the outsider. Because like before the outsider, what was the void? The void was this hungering place that was like, that didn't have a face and that was scary. But when they created the outsider, they gave it a face. They gave it a god for people to worship, and it made it less scary and made it more accepting for people. So it's really interesting how they're digging into that, and like it's weird. The void is weird, dude. I don't question it. Like I just kind of like, okay, I at some point, a little spoiler here. Your job in this is to kill the outsider. In case the name didn't, Death of the Outsider didn't spoil it enough.
Makes sense.
So you are trying to figure out how to get into the void to kill him, and you go to this mine that's north of crap. What's the town that takes place? What crap? Where does the Sonic 2 take place? Anyway, it's like in that town, and it's this mine just north of the city that no one really knows about, and they have a portal to the void there. And what it is this giant eye, like carved out of stone. It's like just the eye. You can kind of see the semblance of like an eyebrow over it, and it's really weird. And like when you touch it, everything stays the same, but when you turn around, you're suddenly in the void. It's really strange.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, but like the writers have done a good job if they really are new writers. And I'm excited to see how it finishes, and I'll get back to y'all on that. But I also played last day of June, but we talked about that already.
Don't say.
Yeah. Who wants to go next?
I can go just because mine's real short.
All right.
I played last day of June.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah, that's all I really had time to play this week.
Ah, I gotcha. Well, Adam, what'd you play?
Besides attempting to play last day of June and it not cooperating with me, I actually had time for a good few weeks.
What'd you play?
So first, of course, Smash Bros. I almost won a game.
At the tournament?
Yes, I won a game, but I did not win the set.
Nice. It's okay. You won one. That's what matters. Or you almost won one. That's better than the past, right?
Sort of. I ended up losing a lot more money because I ended up buying Amiibos from this guy too. Did you know that the Sheik Amiibo goes for around $60 to $70?
Damn, dude, that's a lot of money.
I found that out the hard way.
I found that out by going into $70 in debt.
Yeah. I mean,
funny.
I do have a job now.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, that Smoothie King money can go to Amiibos. All right. You played Breath of the Wild. You still playing Memory Defrag?
Oh yeah, you have to grind that like every day.
I gotcha. All right, but what I'm really interested about is From Dust. So some backstory on this. I got From Dust when it first came out. It's this PC game, right, Taft? And it's this world.
I've played it. It's on Xbox.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that. But like, you're like this god guy who creates islands and stuff. And
yeah, this tribe creates something called the Breath, and it's it's your cursor as a mouse or controller, but it's basically their god, and it like interacts, and you have to like control the environment to help the people survive and move on.
Yeah. So have you beaten it?
Yeah, the story doesn't take long at all.
No, but is it everything you've wanted it to be?
I mean, I had played it before on I actually think I like stole your computer and played through it once, but yeah, I played back through it just to see what the puzzles were like again, and they were still really fun to go back and play through. Replayability, like I would wait a while before replaying it just so you like don't remember exactly how you did the puzzles, but it's still got some good replay value. Plus, it's fun to go back on like the last level, because like on the last level, you get to like create everything. Like you don't just manipulate the earth or lava or water. You can actually create it and like control the entire environment.
No, yeah, that's
So
like that's the best.
So it's
level.
fun to kind of screw around on that.
No, I got you. That's the best level. Yeah, I don't remember it being very replayable, because like it's in the end it's kind of a puzzle solver, right?
Basically, it does have some challenges. Like other than the main story, there's like a challenge mode where you can do the challenges, and you can unlock new ones if you do certain things in the story.
Yeah,
But other than that, there's not really much.
I got you. Well, cool. Anything else other than some Breath of the Wild?
I haven't really played Breath of the Wild, but I'm probably going to soon because I got the Sheik amiibo,
Oh yeah.
and with that you can get the they're amiibos that are the Zelda characters. So like Ganon, Link, Toon Link, Sheik, Zelda, all them. You can get in-game Breath of the Wild stuff. So Sheik will give you the Sheik mask. So I'm gonna go and try and get that.
Okay. And then I don't know. Is there any other ones you're interested in, or?
I'm still trying to find like all the Smash Bros. Amiibos in general, but especially the Zelda ones because they get you the Breath of the Wild stuff.
Oh, I got you. So wait, once you have the amiibo, you just get the item, or like if you want the Sheik mask, you have to buy the amiibo and then complete an in-game challenge. Is it just buying the amiibo?
You have to get the corresponding amiibo, and then you keep it until it actually drops the item, because it can drop like random stuff, like just arrows or like some plant or ingredient. But
okay.
Some amiibos will have unique stuff, like Sheik has the Sheik amiibo. The problem is you can only scan it once per day, unless you like cheat the system by like changing the date on the save and reload. And if it's not what you want, then you load the save and you scan again.
Oh, I see. So you gotta grind stuff.
Sort of.
I gotcha. Well, that sounds.
It's more just finding the amiibos in real life, or if you're willing to spend the money for it. Like I just said, Sheik $20 now.
I gotcha. Oh yeah, is that because it's not being sold anymore?
That, and I guess it's just a more rare and or highly collectible one. Like the value for it went up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, sounds like fun. Anything else? Are we done here?
I believe so.
Cool, because I'm starving, guys. I'll be honest. I'm hungry. I think I ate lunch and that's it. So let's call it a show.
I'm about to eat myself some ramen.
Oh, that sounds so good right now. So yeah, that's a show, fellas. You can contact this here show at collegegamershow@gmail.com. You can find me on Twitter at BlueCows with the Z, BLUE. Blue Cows with the Z. You'll figure it out. You can find Taft at
Tafthouse 95. No, Tafthouse 8. That's it. I can't remember it. I don't ever use it. So you won't be able to find me there. But if you wanted to, you could try.
Yeah, you always give it a shot. You can find Adam at
Smooth Dog 5.
Awesome. You can find the show on Facebook at College Gamers Podcast Facebook page. While you're there, look at the twin the twin Facebook post, and it's a link to our Discord. Say what?
You said twinned. It's pinned.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the pinned Facebook post, and it's a link to our Discord where we have a little growing community. We're up to like 21 people now. We started with 15, so it is slowly growing, and I'm very happy to see that. Yeah, we're like 21. That's pretty cool.
22.
22. Oh, excuse me. That's even better than what I said. And then you know what? If you enjoy this show, so you get a little bit of chuckles out of our dumbassery or us crying at a video game like last day of June, which you will play it, have tissues just for when the waterworks start. Rate us on iTunes. It helps get us out there. Other people can find us. Or rate us wherever you get your podcasts. So check us out. All right. That's a show. Oh, also, Adam says you should also support us on Patreon at the College Gamers Podcast because we got robbed. The studio was sacked. They took everything. So everything but a microphone. They bent the one microphone they left. Those bastards. Also, you know what else they took? I'm gonna get salty. They took a 6-pack of root beer and our toilet paper.
What?
Those. All right, the toilet paper kind of made me feel bad for him because life's gotta be shitty if you are stealing toilet paper. But my root beer, that's personal. That's a personal attack right there. So, yeah.
No, that's totally understandable.
Just what?
Yeah, I don't know. But you know what? Doesn't matter now because we're back. That's what matters. And that's a show. So thank y'all for listening. We'll catch y'all next time. And bye-bye.
Later.
Farewell.
This has been a Blue Cow Radio production.
That's loud.
Find more at bluecowradio.com.
Moo. All right.